Hey everybody, you've got the Carolina girl here again, and I just finished the one video of the one I did with the magenta, and I always like to do two because if they're just a 12 by 12, it's nice to put them on a wall offset and or however you want, but I just always prefer to have two, and I've got several of those on my walls. And so I'm going to use the same color. I used a little bit more of the white. I had to add just a little bit more because I ran out of that one. And so I'm putting a little bit of Floetrol in this one because we do want it to flow better, and it would be nice if I took it out of the bag so it wouldn't be so awkward. So maybe that's why I don't have it out of the bag, because it doesn't want to come. Okay. Isn't life fun? So you do what you want when you're my age. I don't have on purple, but as you see, I'm using purple in this painting. That one poem of about when I'm old, I will wear purple. Well, a group of our ladies from our church at one time bought me a huge picture of that I hung on my wall for a while. So, but when I am old, I shall wear purple. I'll eat pickles right out of the jar. Okay, so I've got this one ready, and I'm going to do it just a little bit different than I did the other one as far as the design. So let me get my trusty cup here. Now this is a bottle cap, or actually it's a bottle bottom, as you can see. I cut it off, it's a little bigger. And this one makes more of a design, and it's kind of fun to use. I drilled holes with my drill right down here, and I think I need to open a couple of them up. It looks like they're kind of plugged up. Let me get a toothpick here. Make sure that those are open so that the paint can go through them freely. I put some down the sides of it too, drilled little holes in there too. So it looks like I've got them all open. Make sure I don't have any debris there. Okay, so I'm going to set this right here in the middle, and I will start pouring one at a time. Instead of mixing them together, I'm going to just start pouring. Let me put this down. I almost forgot. Okay. And you can see how it begins to run down the walls of that. So then I add each color. I'm going to add the gold. And then the magenta. And I don't have these as thin as some are. It's according to what you're wanting to do. If you are, wanting a specific design or something, some of them you need thinner. And but I like to have mine a little thicker so that it doesn't all run off the sides. Although I do want it to run off enough to populate those sides. Now I'm adding this purple. And then we will start back over with the white again. And I just drip some there, and I normally would I see people, they just are very particular, and that's all right. They do great painting, but they make sure that they don't have those little drips because then it shows up. Okay, what color do I want to use now? Forget where I'm at because I'm talking. And I'm alternating. I'm not getting them all in the same order. Um, and I'm going to try to use up all that I've got here because it doesn't keep that well once it's mixed. And I do, sometimes what I do, if I do one and it does not turn out the way that I like for it to, I'm going to switch this because I think I'm a little off balance there. I will use that pour over and then do a painting on top of it. And I will show you what I'm talking about here while I'm doing that. This is one of my pour overs here, but this was a pour over that did not, this is a pour over that I did that did not do what I wanted it to do. So what I did, I let it dry, and then I painted my little blue bunting bird right there. So that's what I do with my ones that do not populate very well. And then this is one more I'd like to show you. This one also was a pour over, and I did not care for it, so I kind of scraped it off, evened it out, and I painted my little red cardinal here, and put a few leaves as though it was on a tree, and so that one turned out pretty well too. Just take that down. Okay, so let's finish this. I've got the gold. Let's put some more white. So you can't, there is, it's not a waste because I just go back and try to add something to it. I want to get just a little bit more Floetrol there because that edge is not flowing. I'm going to use up all of this pink right here on this because I wouldn't have enough to do another pour of that one. I keep going back to my white to separate because there's some colors you don't want together. So blue and green is one. If you have something blue and you put green in there, it's going to turn out, I believe that's the one anyway. Okay, I've still got some. Maybe I'll put just a little bit more white. And then you'll see how this one, it really looks cool when it's all done. And okay, I think we'll quit with that. Okay, I keep forgetting to put my computer screen back down so you can see what I'm doing. I apologize for that. So now that we've got all this, you can see how it looks, and it will start flowing. I'm just going to very easily take this up. And it leaves that middle totally, you can put any color in there that you want to just kind of, I'll put just a little bit of purple, like it was going to be the inside of a flower or something. We'll spread that around just a little, because it's going to move anyway. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of gold right in the center of that. And it will also, it'll look more like a flower. So I'm just going to pour this over to the side, and I don't want it all to run off, so we're going to do it real quick. We don't want to lose. And always come back to the center. Because if you don't take it back to the center, you're going to lose your center. So, okay, let me continue with this. Let me take it this way a little. Sorry if I keep facing away from you. Sometimes you have to do this pretty quickly in order to get them so they don't go off all the edge. Bring it back. And let's bring it over this way just a little so it can flow down this side a little. And the edges, I don't worry about the corners because I can get them later. You know, when I finish, I'll just pour a little paint on them. So I want to get more here. And it's still flowing. It's got a good flow to it. But I want to make sure I take it back to the middle so my middle that I created does not look like it's on the edge. And then as you can see, I'm going to need a little bit more right here. See if I can get some over there. Yeah, there we go. And now I'll take it all back to the center again. See if I can get it to the center. Can you see that flow? I think you can. I think you see that it's flowing, still flowing very good. And I need to get some over here on this edge a little more. So let's see if I've got any flow for here. Okay, I'm going to take it back to the center and make sure that I just put a little extra around those edges. So let me get that back to the center here, if it will have enough flow to go back. No, it's going to cover it up. So I'm going to let it rest. And it's really cool. So it's hard to tell sometimes if these streaks are actually bare or if nope, they're white paint. So That's good. So again, I'm going to take my torch. And see if any of these cells are going to actually populate and get the lacy effect, which everybody tries to get. Okay, so this is what we have, and it's a lot not as busy as the other one we painted, and I think it's going to be a very complimentary piece to put on the wall. The colors would be great for a little girl's room, or anything, if you like purple and pink. So I thank you again. Thank you again for watching Carolina Girl, and I hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you did, please go into my channel and like it. So thank you so much, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless.